All right, so the DJI Neo just launched, and you're probably wondering, should I get this drone? It's pretty inexpensive. It's $199. Seems pretty attractive. If you've never flown drones before, this is a very attractive price. It's meant to compete with the Hover Air X1, and in my opinion, it's kind of a Hover Air X1 killer. The only thing that's lacking is the fact it doesn't fold, and it's got better video. It's like 4K instead of 2.7K, and basically it's got a lot more versatility because you have this ability to expand into the DJI ecosystem, and that's kind of why DJI has priced it this way, is to get those people into their ecosystem. Maybe they'll enjoy it, and then maybe they'll want to expand their options, perhaps even fly at FPV at some point, which you can do. So this is kind of I think the direction that DJI has been going for in the last year or so. Get you in the door with something pretty inexpensive and then kind of nickel and dime you with accessories. And so if you are, if your goal is eventually get to the point where you want to be an FPV pilot, yes, this can do it. I'll explain how you can do it a little bit later in the video. You may just want to go directly to the Avata 2. It's probably going to save you more money in the long run. We'll have to see. I haven't done all the numbers, but you will eventually need the goggles 3 and then the remote controller 3. That's $199 for that. And, you're going to be buying stuff in the future. But if you're not sure, you just want to start off with something at $199 for just the drone itself, this is definitely one way to go. And then you have options later. And again, the X1, the Hover Air X1 is $399. So that's why the Neo is definitely, I think, a Hover Air X1 killer. Although there is a newer version of the Hover Air X1, the Pro and the Pro Max, coming out soon, but I'm not sure when that's coming out. That definitely has better specs, but it's also very expensive, and so that's why the $199 price is really attractive. Now, I'm thinking, like, if you're never into drones, you don't know what you want to do with it, maybe you just want to take some photos and video and then maybe kind of work your way from there. This is kind of a good way to start off with this, and then maybe pick up a couple of batteries. They're kind of expensive, $40 each. Eventually if you want to do FPV, you're gonna have to pick up the goggles. So you're gonna need the DJI goggles 3, it's $500, and then you'll need the remote controller 3, that is $200. So that's kind of down the road. If you want to just try out drones first, you can get the Neo for $199. You don't need a phone. You don't need a controller. You can just fly it using the automated flight modes, just like the Hover Air X1. One of the downsides, though, is that it does have geofencing because it has GPS in it. So if you want to fly it in a geofenced area, you won't be able to fly it at all. So it's kind of a downside there. But the plus side is, if you have GPS, there's less likely there's going to be a flyaway compared to the Hover Air X1. Again, pros and cons there, but it's half the price. So it's so hard to say you should get the Hover Air X1 now because it's so much cheaper. Anyway, you can start off with this, $199. You can just use your phone to control it. So there's a virtual controller on the phone. You don't have to use a phone at all if you don't want to. You'll just fly from the automated flight modes. If you want to do a little bit of manual control, you can fly using the virtual controller on the phone, and then you can move up to either the N2 or the N3 RC controller. So there's the second generation, third generation RC controller, and you can attach your phone to that. And I believe the N2 just got a firmware update to make it compatible with the Neo. So this is basically like a gateway drone, or like an entry drone to get people into the the DJI ecosystem. Pretty sure at $199 they're losing money. So this is what you call in the business world a lost leader. They're getting you in the door. They're convinced that you're going to like it, and then you're going to want to expand your options, get the controller, maybe get the motion controller, maybe get the goggles. This sort of gets in the door, and then you have a lot of options of getting accessories, and then perhaps even going out on other drones in the future. So Maybe you want better video quality. You can definitely use all these accessories with like the Mini 4 Pro or the Avata 2. So the entire ecosystem is kind of all tied together, and this gets you in the door, and that's kind of what the whole point of this drone is. Obviously, if you're already like a seasoned DJI pilot or an FPV pilot, you already know how to fly, there's not a lot here that makes it really all that compelling, other than the fact that it's very small and you can kind of take it anywhere. Granted, it still doesn't fold, which I don't like, but it's still pretty small and light. You don't have to, hook up your phone or wait for a GPS lock or any of that stuff. You can just pull it out, press a couple of buttons, power it on, take a quick shot, and if that's what you want, if that's what you want for those kind of like short, video clips, then this is perfect for that, really. It's kind of like for those of you that want to do like more filmmaking or more longer videos, or if you want to do acro flying and FPV, this is, if you already know how to do all that stuff, you have drones for that, then this is definitely just kind of like not really worth your time. It's only worth it if you intend to use it for what its purpose is. It's just something you're gonna pull out really quick, get a quick video clip here or there, and then put it away. And it's not for like flying far away. It's for close shots. Now, granted, you can get all those accessories and get the controller and fly it far away. It goes like 10 kilometers, but it only flies for like maximum 18 minutes, 17 minutes. So you won't be able to get that far because it's just too small. Again, it's limited in what it can do. So for those of you that have already got a lot of other stuff, drones and FPV drones, etc., this isn't going to be for you. This is going to be for someone who doesn't have anything, curious about drones, doesn't want to spend a lot of money, wants to get their foot in the door. I think this is a very attractive option. Doesn't put a big dent in your wallet, and it turns out you don't, like it or whatever. It's probably going to be pretty easy to sell it in the aftermarket as a used product. I'm sure someone will pick it up for $150, in the next few months if you want to try it out. Anyway, those are my thoughts on this. Pretty basic. Hopefully it helps you out. If you got any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you're new and you're not sure what to do still after this video, let me know down in the comments, and I'll try and guide you in terms of what kind of options you have available to you. That's good for this video. Talk to you guys in the next one.